Hey, Philip, I'm good. How are you, man?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for waiting.
Hey, no worries. Thanks for coming to get me.
You're welcome. I'm guessing there aren't as many Ubers around these parts at the moment.
I don't know.
That's how I usually understand it. If it's a longer distance I'm coming in,
Oh,
I'm usually understanding that there aren't available Ubers at the moment when you're
right.
looking for one. So
Where were you when you got this?
I was out by the airport.
Oh, you're at the airport.
I was at the airport.
Oh, jeezers.
Yeah, just a little ways in here, eh?
Yeah.
But we're gonna get you there.
Yeah. Jeez, I do skip the dishes.
Yeah.
But I only do Airdrie.
Right,
I never go to
right.
Calgary.
Oh, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. My name is Biniam, by the way, Phil.
I'm Phil.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I was trying to I saw the name and I'm like, okay, it's not Prince Philip, but I couldn't get Prince Philip out of my mind. You know?
I'm actually named after him.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, my grandmother was a monarchist.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Does she have that background to her heritage as well?
Yeah, she was. Her and my mom were on the last boat of war brides.
Yes.
After World War II.
Okay.
So my mom's dad was a Canadian World War II vet.
Okay.
Met and fell in love with a British girl and
Amazing.
had my mom through. So yeah.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
So, that's an ongoing conversation here, it seems, of the importance or not of the monarch here being reflected in our culture.
Yes.
Where do you come to lie on that conversation?
I like the symbolism of them, the history of them.
Yeah.
I do like the system that they have in now, where the monarch really has no actual power in the saying the things.
Just a representative sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just a figurehead, right? It's it's a ceremonial position.
Symbolic.
And I think it has good value in that way as being kind of a touchstone for society.
Sure,
right?
sure.
To look at the Queen and say, hey, this is, who we have.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not too excited about Charles becoming king.
Okay. And why is that?
I believe he's too political.
Oh, I see. I see. Whereas his mom has done much better in that regard.
Queen Elizabeth has steadfastly stuck to her guns about not getting into any political frays.
Yeah.
She thinks it's not their position.
Yeah.
And she actually doesn't want Charles to be king because of it.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
I did not know that.
In the 70s,
Yes.
I think they were called the Black Widow letters.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
I've never heard of them.
So they were letters written to try to influence Parliament to change laws.
Okay.
And property development.
Really?
Now the thing with them is if these changes had gone through, they would have actually benefited Charles's land development companies and disadvantaged his competitors.
Okay.
So it came out years later that it was actually Charles who wrote the letters to Parliament.
Wow.
So since then, she's been weary of him getting in when he became king to get into the political fray and actually try to influence things. Because he did it not for the country's benefit, but for his benefit.
Right.
So she wasn't too happy with him with that.
I didn't even hear anything about this story.
Yeah, that's what back in the late 90s.
Okay.
She looked into she did a commission to try to get him not confirmed as the next king.
Wow.
So he'd already been confirmed by the Bishop of Canterbury as the next king of England.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the biggest roadblock is you have to get every single Commonwealth country to sign off on it.
Okay.
So that's like 100 and some odd countries that
Okay.
have to say yes to it.
Okay.
And a lot of them are actual big fans of Charles. So
They are.
there was absolutely zero chance of it happening. So.
Huh.
But it'll be interesting. I think that's why she hasn't abdicated to him.
Yeah.
That's why she's staying on as long as she can.
I see.
And make his reign as short as possible.
Because there are some who are also saying that it should skip him and just go to William.
Yeah, unfortunately it can't by law.
Okay.
Because Charles has already been confirmed by the Bishop of Canterbury as the next King of England. So that's, like I say, that's something the Queen looked into, and it's not an easy thing to switch.
Right. That's amazing, though. I did not know all that history. So along those lines, then, does that entail a publicly known tension point between the Queen and her son?
It is, yeah.
I did not know that.
It's very much, yeah.
So they keep that under wraps for public eye.
Yeah, it's not always in the media all the time.
But they're not on the same page.
Not all the time. No, they're not always on the same page. No.
And of course, the brothers' fallout
Yeah.
has been very much publicized.
Yeah. Very much. Yeah.
And seems to signify a new shift in royal life, as it
Yeah.
were.
They were thick as thieves for a long time, right? I think I always get them mixed up. Harry's the younger, William's the older.
That's right.
So William as the heir apparent.
Yeah.
After his dad.
Yeah.
You know, his life is a lot different than what Harry's would be, right?
I'm not sure what kind of relationship they have with their dad.
Yeah.
In light of their mom's passing.
I know they were really close with Mom until Diana passed.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what, you know. It's
tough
weird.
thing.
I don't think anybody could really understand it until you're actually in that situation.
Absolutely.
The response of, like, yes, your father and son, your brothers, and all that, but you also have a bigger responsibility as the heir apparent, right?
And the tough part about it is that it's been choreographed for you, and you're walking through all these traditions,
Absolutely.
and almost abdicating your own autonomy to your rights, if you will. Like, it's
and,
not.
and you weren't asked to do that. Like, you were
No.
born into that, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of people think, oh, I would love to be born a prince.
Yeah.
Lots of restrictions
Obligation.
on your freedoms.
Absolutely. Which is, I'm wondering what Meghan may have struggled with. Maybe.
Well, I think one, she probably, I think personally, she would probably have struggled with that. You know, even as a Hollywood starlet, she did have some of those constraints, but it's just cranked up to 10.
Oh my goodness.
For her.
Absolutely.
Plus, yeah, the racism that's in there, right? I have no doubt that there's some members of the royal family that are and were racist.
Yeah.
I think my namesake, for sure, was not the most accepting guy on the planet.
Okay.
I like to say I'm named after him, but I'm not a big. His personal views, I'm not a big fan of.
Gotcha.
So, and I don't know how much of, you know, I think William is more on his dad's side in that, saying, no, we're not a racist family, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, when Harry is saying, you know, well, this is what my wife has experienced in the family.
Yeah. That is really, really, like, lots of things that happen behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That seems shocking when they come out. It's like, wow, that's actually being thought or going on, you know?
Absolutely. Well, I can understand a little bit too where they're coming from. My ex-wife is Jamaican, so I've been in an interracial relationship. So, you know, I've got a little bit. I no way saying I know what goes on with people of, you know, the minority population.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot speak to that because, unfortunately or fortunately, I was born a straight white male with every advantage in this world that comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that as bragging or anything.
It's just one of the acknowledgements, really.
It's acknowledgement that unfortunately that's the way the world is.
Yeah.
Is
it
favors people like me.
Sure enough. Yeah.
Like even a white woman doesn't have the same advantages as a white man does.
Sure enough. Yeah.
In our society.
Yeah. The inequality and disparity is quite apparent.
Yeah. You know, I talk with, I'm a flight attendant, so I was actually with a friend of mine who's Jamaican as well. His uncle is actually Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Okay.
And we were in Paris a couple of years ago, just walking and shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And one thing, he's gay, and one thing I was telling him, you know, I cannot wait till our society gets to the point where being gay isn't something that you have to be anything about. It's just the way it is, you know. It's just nobody assumes whether you're straight, gay, or nothing.
Sure.
Nobody needs to ask that question. Nobody needs to do anything. Just you're a human being.
Exactly. I like that premise. Yeah. I appreciate that premise.
Yeah. People just are treated like human beings, not that we're white or black or gay or straight or queer or anything like that.
Sure enough. Yeah.
You know, I just want society. I want to be in that society where we're at that point.
I hear you.
Whether we ever get to that point or not, who knows? But but you always got to try.
Question for you, Phil.
Yeah.
I would love to feature this conversation with my followers online. It's just one of those really insightful ones. I never do that unless I have permission from my rider, though. Do you feel comfortable if I were to share this time together, the conversation we had? You're all right with that?
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Let me, here, I got, this is like a consent form. Sorry, it's just to make sure that we're on the same page.
You're not going to bash me though, right?
No, not at all. I'll share with you my platform as well. I don't do that kind of thing at all. But I like these kind of engagements. Once in a while, like I come across conversations where I'm like, this has been so insightful and meaningful.
That's
and
good.
I'd love to extend it on to those that enjoy the work that I do as well.
There's a turn right here.
Yeah,
that you
turn,
take
take
in
this up.
instead of
Awesome.
going around the corner there.
I will do that. There's a turn back there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's okay.
I missed it.
There's one here, and it'll be there's a little turn just past. You see the sign there.
I see that there. Yeah, okay.
It's this building right here. So if you pull in, hang it right, and
Around the corner here?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
what's today? 23rd?
Today's the 23rd.
23rd.
Indeed. Yeah.
June.
Of July.
July.
Of July, yeah. 23rd of July. Time continues to march
I
on.
know, right? There you go, sir.
I'm very happy to meet
Oh,
you.
wait a second.
Yes. That's for the
Pen
pen
cap.
there.
I don't want to
Awesome.
steal that from you.
Thank you.
Nice.
And my handle's on the back there. Feel free to check my work.
For sure.
If you do change your mind, please let me know. I'm
For
more
sure.
than happy because I do want to make sure I'm honoring your privacy as well
Yeah,
along the way.
For sure. Thank you very much, sir.
You are so
All right,
welcome.
you have a great day.
Hope to see you again, man.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Happy Friday, man.
Yeah, you too. Happy weekend.
Thank you.